Hello, and welcome to the adventures of Wally and Jeffery, the naughty orphans from Snod Hill. One day, Wally and Jeffery were summoned to Mrs Slimebottom's study. Mrs Slimebottom was the matron of Snod Hill Orphanage, and she got Wally and Jeffery in front of her and said, "Wally, Jeffery, now listen to me. It's Mrs Pumpernickel's birthday today. She's 80 years old. And I want to make her a cake." Wally and Jeffery were very impressed. 80 years was very old. "Now, Wally and Jeffery, I'm going to make a pie." "Cool, a pie?" said Jeffery. I like pies," said Wally. "Now listen, you two. I'm going to make a blackberry pie, but I want you two to go and get me some blackberries." Righto, Mrs Slimebottom. We'll go down to the shops. Come on, Wally." No. Just a moment, Jeffery. Wally, come back. Eh? What? No need to go to the shops. I want you to pick some blackberries from the bushes at the end of the grounds. Oh, now don't dawdle. You mustn't be longer than an hour, because I want to be baking that pie for Mrs Pumpernickel's birthday. Now, off you go. Go on. Righto, Mrs Slimebottom. Righto, Mrs Slimebottom. Come along, Jeffery. So Wally and Jeffery collected a couple of bowls from the kitchen to put the blackberries in and headed off into the grounds. "Wally, what is actually a blackberry?" Don't you know nothing, Jeffery?" "I don't know nothing, no." "A blackberry, Jeffery, is a strawberry that's gone old." "Gone old?" "Yes, it's gone mouldy." "What, like a mulberry?" "Yes, that's it. Just like a mulberry, only we don't call them mulberries, we call them blackberries. They're little berries and they're black. And where do they grow?" "Where do you think they grow? They grow on bushes, you fathead." "Oh." So Wally and Jeffery crossed all the grounds to the far end of the property. And there was a huge hedge that ran along parallel to the main road. Wally and Jeffery got their bowls and started to look for blackberries. Wally, what did the blackberries exactly look like?" "I've told you, they're very small, made up of tiny little berries. Look, I'll show you. They are, look. There's one." "What, that little thing? We're going to have to get a load of those to fill up our bowls, aren't we?" "Yes, that's the point, Jeffery. It will take a bit of time. We've got to pick them all from all the bushes all over the place. Now, don't muck about. Come on, hurry up. We've only got an hour." So Wally and Jeffery started to pick the blackberries. That's it. Oh, it's squished in my hand. Wally, it's all gone squiggly and it's all purple, and I thought you said it was black. It's all purple and squiggly and... dear. "You have no idea, have you, Jeffery?" "I've got no blackberries, that's what I haven't got. I'll have another go." It took them a long time to pick plenty of blackberries. After about half an hour, Wally wanted to check on Jeffery's progress. He went over and he looked into Jeffery's bowl. "You're doing quite well there, Jeffery. Keep going. You'll notice I've managed to pick more than you have." I'm a bit hungry, you see. It's very tiring work picking all these blackberries off all the bushes." "Yes, I know it's tiring work. And if you're hungry, why don't you do what I do?" "What do you do, Wally?" "Well, it's simple. I pick one and I eat one. See? It's very simple. I pick one and I eat one. Pick one and eat one. You can't go wrong that way, and that way you're eating some as you go. You won't be hungry after all that." I'll do that." So Wally and Jeffery carried on picking all the blackberries. And after about another 10 minutes, Wally went over to check on Jeffery's progress. But this time he noticed Jeffery's bowl was completely empty. "Oi, eh? What? How come your bowl is completely empty? Where's all the blackberries gone?" "Hey? Oh yeah. Well, what it is, you see, is I was doing what you told me to do. I was picking one and eating it. I was picking one and eating it." "What do you mean, you were picking one and eating it?" "Well, that's what you told me to do. I pick one and eat one." Don't pick one and then eat the same one. I meant you pick one and put it in your bowl, and then you pick the next one and you eat that. That way you've always got one in your bowl, you stupid." I didn't know that. I think I've made a mistake." "Yes, I'll say you've made a mistake, Anyway, never mind that. If you were picking one and eating one, how come there's none left in your bowl? Oh, well, after a while I ran out of them on the bush, so I was picking one out of the bowl and eating that. I was pick one and eat one, pick one and eat one, and then there's none left. How stupid can you be? You'll just have to start all over again. And the thing is, we haven't got very long. You better hurry up. And now, hold on a minute, Wally. Look, there's not very many left anymore. They've all gone. The ones I had in my bowl that I've eaten, and the others I've dropped on the floor and I've trodden on them, and they're all squelchy, and then they're not very nice. And there's some up there, but I can't reach them. Stupid, you should have thought of that before you scoffed the lot, shouldn't you? I'm sorry, Wally. Look, if you were to let me climb on your shoulders, I could reach up and grab some of the top ones. Climb on my shoulders? What do you think I am, a climbing frame? No, but you're big and strong, and it wouldn't take me very long, and there's some very big ones up there, and they'll soon fill the bowl. What do you say? Oh, as it's you, Jeffrey, I wouldn't do it for anybody else, mind. Go on, I'll get down and you climb up on my shoulders. So Jeffrey climbed up onto Wally's back and then balanced on his shoulders, where he could reach a whole new array of blackberries. Oh, hold still, Wally. There's some very big, fat, juicy ones here, Wally. No, stay still. Hold it. Yes, I am holding it. Just try not to kick your feet into my ears. Sorry, Wally. Look, there's a big fat one here. Oh, I got that one. Oh, sorry, Wally. I've just dripped one on the top of your head. Oh, you stupid twit. Sorry, Wally. I'll do another one. Oh, there's one. And oh, goodness, I dropped that one as well. But don't worry, I've got another one here, and another one here, and one there, and one there. And I can't hold you any longer. I'm going down. Wally had had enough. And in the end, he was so furious with Jeffrey dropping them all on his head, he decided he would teach Jeffrey a lesson. He wiggled around until he could thrust Jeffrey straight into the brambles. Whoa, what are you doing? No, don't do that. Just stop it. Hey, Wally, no. Oh, hey. Jeffrey fell head first and disappeared, swallowed up by all the foliage. Wally was laughing his socks off. That'll teach you. You haven't got any blackberries, and I've got a great big bowl full, and I'm going to go back now to Mrs Slimebottom, and I'm going to show her how good I've been, and you'll have to go back with your tail between your legs. So Wally pounded off back across the ground to Snod Hill, a big smug smile on his face. Later that evening, after they'd had their meals of bangers of mash in the kitchen, Mrs Slimebottom came in with 2 pieces of pie. Boys, as you've been out gathering blackberries for Mrs Pimpernickel's pie, I have decided to make an extra pie just for you two. You've been very good, and you can have a piece each. She put the plates down, but Wally was a bit miffed because on his plate was a tiny slither of blackberry pie, whereas on Jeffrey's plate there was a great big fat piece of blackberry pie. He looked at Jeffrey very suspiciously. Just a minute, Jeffrey. How come you've got such a large piece of pie and I've only got a tiny slither? What it is, you see, the thing is, when you threw me into the hedge, yes, I rolled out the other side by the road. In fact, there was a lay-by there, and in the lay-by there was a man selling pummets of blackberries. Well, he said to me that he'd had a terrible day trying to sell them, and he wanted to go home to his family. So he said if I would take them away, I could have them. So he gave me a great big bucket and put them all into the bucket, and I took that to Mrs Slimebottom. She was very happy. You mean to say that you had more blackberries than me? I had hundreds of blackberries, and Mrs Slimebottom now has cooked millions and millions of pies. The trouble is, I think we're going to be having pie every day for a month. You stupid. Poor old Wally. He was ever so upset to have been beaten by Jeffrey yet again. Join me again another time, and I'll tell you more of some of the exciting adventures of Wally and Jeffrey. Until then, bye-bye. If you've enjoyed these stories, you may be interested to know that I'm a writer and I've written some books. This is my best book at the moment, Splidge the Cragflinger, about a boy of 12 who is entered into the royal tournament. Ever so exciting, so check out the links below. Oh yeah, and if you like these stories, don't forget to subscribe and tell your friends. Bye-bye.